Hello everyone, this is Rick and thanks for joining. This is the 19th Excel 2007 tutorial, and today I'm going to talk about drawing within Excel using shapes, clip art, and smart art and so forth. So I hope you're enjoying these so far, and please subscribe if you would like to see more of these. So I'm going to jump right in here. I've just got a blank worksheet here, and first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the Insert tab, and then under shapes I'm going to go share with you just a couple shapes that you can play with, experiment with. So there's several things here that you can do. Shapes from arrows to lines to lines with arrows on both ends, arrows on one end. There's freeform shapes. So we'll go ahead and do we'll start off with a smiley face here, right? So you can click that. Now you've got a smiley face. You notice a little yellow diamond there. You can edit anything like that. So if you want to turn them into a frown, let's leave them happy for now though. You can resize the shape. Another thing you can do, any shape that you bring in here, you can edit it and change it into a freeform shape, so you can do whatever you want to with it. So how you do that is you highlight the shape, click on Drawing Tools, and then right here you'll get this box here for Edit Shape. Click it and then choose Convert to Freeform. You notice nothing's changed here. With it still highlighted, you click on that Edit Shape button again, and now you have an Edit Points option. And now you notice I can do whatever I want to now with this shape. I can move the eyes around. I can change the shape of the whole of the head. I can drag. I can do anything I want with it. Turn them into a Martian, whatever I want. So I'm going to go ahead and back those out. I just want to show you how to do that. Alright, and then the next thing I want to show you is there's lots of other nice shapes in here. Like here's a good example. Double arrow with these pointers, and I could put over here, I could put if I want to connect something on a spreadsheet, I could say, I connect them like that, and this doesn't line up, as you notice. So what I probably want to do is highlight it, and then I can just move it with my mouse a little bit here. Here's a good example of how flexible these shapes are. Okay, change them any way you want to, but if you're trying to show connectivity between two devices or two items, it's a good way to do it. Also under shapes is lots and lots of options, right? So you've got block arrows, like if you want to show A going to B, or whatever the case, task 1 going to task 2, you can do that. Alright, so it's lots of variety there. Another nice thing under shapes is if you do have to put some text into a spreadsheet to say, you can use these callouts, and these would be like pop-ups. So I'm going to go ahead and click that, and now let's say that you want to point it to something, like over here. You just drag that with your mouse wherever you want to. And then in here you can type in the box. So I'm going to say task 1 or task A completes prior to task B. Okay, you can change the font in there, you can expand this, it's very, very flexible. So I'm going to go ahead and put it like that. Okay, now I can highlight that, and I can edit this if I'd like to. So I can go to, let's see here, shape, actually right click it and say format shape, and for example here you could go and you could say no fill, right, solid fill, gradient fill, or you could put a picture in there, right, or some other background. So we're going to say solid fill, and then we could change the color to say yellow or whatever's appropriate, right. I'm going to change it back to blue. Alright, and there's lots of different options. There's line color, line style. Do you want a shadow on it? Whatever you've got a wide variety of options there. So some other things I want to show you, I'm just going to jump over to sheet 2 real quick, is clip art. So if you want to use clip art, you can search over here. You can type in an item and search, and you can go out and it'll go search on the web, on Microsoft's site and so forth. But I'm just going to say go, And these are the default ones that come up, and let's see if we can just find that. Let's see here. I think there's a baseball player in here, if I'm not mistaken. So if you were running a sporting goods store, or selling baseball supplies, you might want to find. Let's do. Thought I saw a baseball player here earlier. So let's do another sport here. Let's see. Let's put a soccer ball there. Okay. Then you can edit that, move it around, but you might want to use that on the top of your form when you're selling supplies, or the top of all of your invoices. So that's a nice way to use the clip art. And another thing you can do is do insert smart art. Now smart art, I'm going to go ahead and move over to sheet 3 here. This is something that can come in really handy. Under smart art, you have all sorts of things. There's categories over here. You've got all, you've got list. So if you want to do an organizational hierarchy, or if you want to do a process, if you want to do a cycle, like a life cycle. So let's do a life cycle real quick. So I'm going to choose block cycle, and I'm going to make this really basic. So you can just click up here, and you're going to let's pretend we're doing a program. So we're going to define the need, right? Define project, we'll say, right? And it'll change the size of the text for you. And then over here, we're going to say we're going to program. And then we're going to say we're going to test it, and then we're going to do implementation, and then we're going to go ahead and maintain it. Well, let's assume you had a 6th one here. What you can do over here, click this, right click here, right click at the end of maintain, hit return, and now you can do, I'm just going to call it extra box right now, but let's say you had a 6th item. That's how you had a 6th item in the process. Or you could delete a box. Don't feel you're locked into these. So anything, you can edit any of these. It's very flexible. And now another great thing that you can do here is I'm going to close this out. I'm going to, let's do a size and properties. Okay, and actually I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to Smart Art Tools, and I'm going to change the layout. So what I want to do is, instead of having this in a circular pattern, I'm going to go ahead and click more here, and then you see you can change it to any number of styles. But I'm going to click more layouts, and I'm going to scroll down, and let's try, this is a nice one, right? So an upward arrow, and you see what it does, right? Define project, program, test, implementation, maintain. That would make a nice graphic for a project that you're working on, for your document that you've put together. Okay, and it's nice and visual, explains step by step. So that's really what I wanted to show you today. Actually, there's one more thing I forgot to share with you. In addition to the freeform editing the shapes over here, under insert shapes, there's also freeform items over here. Like here's freeform right here. You just click it, and you can draw whatever you want. Okay, and then you can edit it or whatever. So obviously that's not much of a drawing, but I just want to give you an idea of all the things you can do with it. So that's all I wanted to share with you for tonight. I appreciate it, and thanks for joining, and please subscribe. Take care.